Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. Welcome to another weekly home fragrance roundup. I hope you guys had a great week and that you are enjoying your weekend. I am here with my beautiful assistant Alf, who is in my lap. You will probably hear him snoring or snorting in the background. So if you hear something, that's what it is. I feel like most of you guys are used to it by now, but I feel like every once in a while I get someone who's like, what is that noise? It's a dog, and it's a pug, so they get a little snorty. Anyway, you guys, I have lots of things to share from this past week in terms of what I was burning and melting and crocking and lamping, all of those things. So I'm going to try to do my very best to be as concise as possible because I know these videos kind of tend to get a little bit long. So let us get into it. Please be sure to check out the description box down below. That I always put a whole host of links down there for you guys on, for example, what a candle crock is, what a candle lamp is, where you can find those things, where you can buy the candles that I talk about, if there are any discount codes to be had, if there are any sales, all of that kind of jazz. It's always down there. So we are going to get into it. And Alf is, let's see here, can you guys see him? There. This is who is, hello sir. This is who is hanging out with us today. So bear with me as I figure out my situation here. Sir, you really do have to find a spot and simmer down. All right, let's talk about what is going in my candle lamp first off. I'm only using one of my candle lamps right now, and it's in my office. And in there I have the last about third of my pomegranate lemonade from Bath & Body Works. I don't believe that scent is currently out, but I really do hope it comes back this summer because it's a really nice, tart, fruity pomegranate lemonade. There's a lot of that like lemon in there, and it's really nice, sweet, juicy, fresh summer lemon. Delicious. Love it. This is like my last backup of it, so I really hope I can get more of it at some point, but usually when I really love something from Bath & Body Works, they're like, great, she likes it, let's never make it again. It's kind of how it works for me. And in my crocks, okay, so in my laundry room candle crock, I decided to put the last little bit of my Kringle pink grapefruit. So I reviewed the pink grapefruit and it's sold out already, so you can't get it. It was part of the like special re-releases that Kringle was offering, and that one sold out very quickly. You should still be able to get the one that I'm currently melting in or crocking in my filming room, which is the lavender blueberry or blueberry lavender. I believe that one's still available on the website. It is delicious. I loved it burning. I love it melting, crocking, whatever you want to call it. It's just a really nice, pleasant lavender that isn't like your typical lavenders. I'm just really not one of those people that loves lavender in terms of home fragrance. I do love me some fresh lavender. I think that it's great in like spa settings and things like that. But for some reason, I don't love it in a candle format or even in like wax melts. It just smells really astringent when it's like in that type of format. It's too much for me. So fresh lavender, I'll take it. I feel like the lavender that's in the Kringle scent is a softer, prettier lavender. It's not that full strength, smack you in the face, make you uncomfortable kind of lavender. So I love that. And I'm not doing anything in my candle crock that I have in my bedroom right now. So that one is just turned off for the time being. So currently burning on my kitchen counter, and I am loving this one, you guys. I love now I forgot the name of it. It's the marshmallow, the Lucky Charms dupe from Kringle. Do I have another? Hold on. Oh, okay. I have another one. Marshmallow Morning, this one, because I did order two. You guys, it's so good. So I'm currently burning this one. I'm about to here. So here's what I've decided with the Kringle candles. I'm very confident in the overall quality of the burns that I have seen with the vast majority of all of the 2-wick soy formulas that I've tried. And in the past, I really do try to get to at least the halfway point before reviewing, because I think that's just a good practice when you're reviewing candles, to actually burn them first and burn them a decent amount of time, just so that you know, like, it's not just a good like first or second burn. I think you have to get at least 4 or 5 burns in, and then you can say, yes, we've got some good consistency here. It's going well. So with the Kringles, I've decided, at least with this 2-wick soy formula, I'm going to start reviewing them after I get about a third of the way down the candle. I think that I feel very safe doing that. And that still is, for these Kringles soy formulas, because they do burn so much longer, that still is several burns, at least 4 or 5. So, but you'll see a review of this very soon. It is so delicious, you guys. This is really, it's better burning than it is even on cold sniff, and it's quite delicious on cold sniff. It's definitely a gourmand, and it's sweet, but it almost borders a little bit savory as well. It is so interesting. And when it's burning, it really does smell like warm Lucky Charms. So good. Absolutely love that. So you'll see a review of that coming up here soon. By the way, I took a little poll on my review of the Homeworx White Sangria, and I asked you guys how you felt about doing reviews, like 2 candles per brand in like one video, instead of doing just like individual reviews. So what I mean is, like, I would review these 2 Kringle candles in one video, or if I had 2 Homeworx candles, I would do 2 Homeworx candles in one video. But honestly, the vast majority of you guys said that you prefer the individual candle reviews. It does. And just in terms of knowing what I know about YouTube and how to like search things, I do think it's better to probably keep it at just 1 candle review. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it at 1 candle review, and just try to upload, if I have enough to review, a maximum of 2 per day. So we're going to do that. And now we've been joined by Penny, so we have no idea where she's going to settle down, but it might be also on my lap, so we'll see how that goes. So thank you guys for your feedback on that. So we'll keep it at, basically it's going to stay the way that it was. It's the moral of that story. So you will see reviews coming up of these 2 right here. This is the, wait, what else am I burning? I do have one other candle going, and it's in my dining room, as if you guys can like, oh yeah, right over there. It's the Mandarin Pink Grapefruit from Homeworx. I'd like to get a review up of that as well. Nice fresh scent. It's not a new scent from them, but it is a nice fresh scent. So I've never tried it, and this was one that Homeworx sent to me in PR a while ago, and I'm just finally getting around to burning it. So I'm gonna do that. And I think that's everything that I'm burning right now. Yep, I just have the cereal, the Marshmallow Morning Cereal. There we go. I don't want to mess up the name of it. The Marshmallow Morning Cereal, and then the Mandarin Pink Grapefruit. That's what I have. It's an interesting combination. Not really 2 candles that I would ever pair together again, but luckily they're far enough apart to where they're not really mingling, but I wouldn't recommend that combo, to be totally honest. But let's get back to this. So this is Essentials from Kringle. This is one of their new releases for the spring. I think this is also a great summer candle. So I'm calling these spring summer releases. I'm sure there are more candles to come probably for the summertime. But a lot of these candles to me actually smell more like summer than they do spring. This is delicious. And it is, when I shared it in my haul video, I mentioned that it smells super familiar to me. It smells familiar because it's a dupe for Capri Blue Volcano. And guess what? This one, actually, you can smell it, and it burns way better than Volcano does. Anyone that has ever been to an Anthropologie knows this specific scent. It is incredible. I have purchased multiple Volcano candles myself, and each time the burn performance is abysmal because their vessel is just a really strange shape for a candle, and it doesn't have enough wicks, and it just turns into a mess, and you can never get it to fully pull out, and it's not strong enough, all of that stuff, right? This, far superior performance, and so similar. Anyway, we'll talk about this in depth tomorrow. This is one of the reviews that you'll see. So if you love you some Capri Blue Volcano, you should check this out instead, because I think it's better, because one, I can smell it, and two, it doesn't have an abysmal burn. It's not sooty either, which is no soot. And look how much like, this one is definitely at the halfway point. So I feel very confident reviewing this one, but I just never have any problems with this wax, you guys. Like, this wax never causes me any issues. It's beautiful. I'll put a link to Kringle, like I said, in the description box down below. I do have the affiliate discount code with them, so if you want to use that, the information is down there. It works on most of the sale items that they have. Sometimes if the sale is like a really, really good one to begin with, they don't allow you to stack that, but it's always worth a try just to see if you can get some extra money off. But don't use that if you're not comfortable with affiliate discount codes. So just want to put that out there. Another candle that you'll see a review of tomorrow is A Beautiful Day. This is nice. I actually brought my aloe water and cucumber in here today so that I could sniff them together for you. And I'll sniff these together again when I do the review for you guys tomorrow. These definitely have some similarities. If you're a Scentsy lover and you love this aloe water and cucumber, which, by the way, I have been warming in my downstairs bathroom for the last couple of weeks, this is rather delightful. But this one is not without its flaws. Not flaws with the performance or like the wicks or the wax or anything like that. Just a little light for my liking. So, but we'll discuss that tomorrow. And other Kringle candles that I've been burning. So I ordered this. This is the Cotton Candy Clouds. Paraffin wax is just so different, you guys. What I think I'm gonna do, I'm pretty much ready to review this, because at this point I'm probably gonna end up putting this in a candle crock. I just really don't like burning paraffin. I don't think it burns quite as nicely as the soy candles do. And I am not one of those people that thinks that paraffin candles are toxic and that you're going to cause massive issues for yourself if you burn a paraffin candle in a well-ventilated area. I don't think they would sell them, you guys, if they were super toxic. So anyway, moral of the story is I don't love paraffin wax. It takes forever to burn. The wax does change color, as you can see here, whereas soy, let's pick up one that I've burned for quite some time. Soy does not. So it gets a little lighter, but it's pretty much still the same color. This just looks nicer. It just looks nicer to me. It just burns nicer. I don't know. Let me know down below if you are team paraffin or if you're team soy, or if you don't care, if you just burn whatever. But these country candles do quite well for me in my candle crocks. So I'm going to burn the ones that I have for, you know, several hours to be able to like do a burn review on them. And then what I'll probably end up doing with the vast majority of those is just popping them in my crocks. And I get a ton of fragrance and a really, like, a long amount of fragrance. That's a weird way to put it. But I feel like I get an extended period of fragrance release when I put at least a half full candle into a paraffin candle into a candle crock. So anyway, this scent, by the way, it's delicious. It's a really great cotton candy scent. It's a little light, but again, I'm still going to do an in-depth review of this one coming up here, so stay tuned for that. Speaking of reviews, I reviewed the iced dragon fruit tea, and then I went to light it the very next day. I'm going to show you guys what happened, because in that video I was like, yay, you guys, I have a winner. We have a winner from Bath & Body Works. I had burned it to the halfway point, and then literally the next day I lit it, and this happened. You see that mess? Why? It was doing so good. Why? Yeah, I don't know, man. I find this incredibly frustrating with my Bath & Body Works candles. I started seeing like puffs of smoke coming off of it. So I just I let it pull out and then I shut it off, because what I'm going to do is, this is now going to go underneath my candle lamp, which is fine. I'm going to get a lot of life out of it there, but it's just, It's not what I would like to do with the Bath & Body Works candles. Now I'm rather curious to light up the rest of the candles that I bought in that little haul that I shared with you guys, just to see if those do the same thing. So let the testing begin, but still an amazing scent. And quite frankly, despite the fact that she's a mess, I would still buy more of it because it's so delicious. In my review, I said it smelled a lot like the Haichu acai flavored candies. Have you ever had those? So good. Anyway, if you stick your nose into one of those candies, that's very similar to what this candle smells like, and it's delicious. I love this scent. It's so good. But I don't like this. This just makes me nervous. I don't like sooty candles. And speaking of sooty candles, okay, I shared my thoughts on the Homeworx White Sangria, and this is my second one. So I bought a few because I love the scent. It's so good. And the first one that I finished started sooting. If I burn this white sangria for more than 2 hours, the wicks just get very sooty. I don't know what the problem is with these wicks. These are not the same wicks that were being used, and so I'm a little disappointed in that because I really thought that Harry had the wicks completely figured out, and that as long as he was using the wicks that he was using for like the last year and a half, that it would be okay. Like the candles would just continue to like everybody has scents that they like and that they don't like, and some things are a little bit stronger than others, but for the most part, like the burn performance was really like pretty darn good for Homeworx. But this one here soots very easily. So I'm still gonna burn the ones that I have, but I'm just very mindful. They are no longer going into my hurricanes because I find that the hotter the candle gets, the more it soots. So I'm just gonna leave them out on their regular Homeworx pedestals like the one I have behind me here. And I'm only gonna burn them for about 2 hours. When I do that, I really don't have an issue with the smoking or the sooting. But anything more than that, unfortunately. So I need to start burning some of the other candles that I bought in my Homeworx candle haul and seeing if the other ones have the same issues. So I really have my fingers crossed for not. I haven't heard a whole lot of that in the Homeworx candle group about the sooting. So I hope maybe I just have like a dud here, but you can see like this just gets really heavy mushroom tops even after a short amount of time, and that just causes a lot of smoke, and I don't like that. I don't like smoke. So I did place an order at, sorry buddy, oh god, my foot is so asleep right now. I did place an order on the Homeworx website. I don't know if the sale will still be happening today when you guys are watching this video, but I'm filming on Friday. So there's a 2 for $22 with $2 shipping on the Homeworx website. And when they did their launch, because they released some new candles this week, it was so glitchy, you guys. So I tried to order last night, and I finally, after about a half hour of trying, I was able to get the products to stay in my cart so that I could check out. And then when I checked out, I was like, oh man, like it wasn't until after I hit confirm payment that I realized that it took the cereal candle out, which was one of the candles I'd specifically put in my cart to be able to review. So bummer, but I'm gonna have to place another order. But the release of the new candles, so like the peanut butter waffle, the Sunday morning cereal, the banana berry smoothie, like those new scents, they're out on the Homeworx website right now. But I was just so disappointed with the glitch because it should have been such an easy process, and people were so excited about these scents. Like, I feel like the website should have been bolstered up a little bit more, maybe, to accommodate that amount of traffic. I mean, they have to know that when Homeworx releases new things, that there's there's a bum rush. People are going and they're wanting these scents because they're selling out so quickly. So I hope they can get their website stuff figured out for future launches, because it definitely was frustrating to like sit there just trying to like make a purchase and to not get it to like go through. It was literally like your cart would like disappear in front of your eyes. Like you would go to check out and then there would be nothing in there. But then 2 seconds later, like 3 of the candles would reappear, and then they'd go away again. And then randomly some free gift would be added, but then all your candles would be taken away. It was a little bit of a mess. I hope they can figure that out. I sent Harry a message and I was like, I'm sure you've already heard about this, but this is not going well over on the website. And bless him, he was like, yeah, I know. I'm on top of it. I got a hold of everyone on the team and they're trying to fix it. And, you know, hopefully we don't have this problem going forward. So fingers crossed. So the new scents should be on the website. I don't know how long they're going to last. I don't know what the quantities are. I purchased what I wanted because I just didn't know that that they would disappear the way that berry trifle, right? Yeah. The way that berry trifle disappeared. So yeah, I was really disappointed in the way that glitchy website situation ended up, but they seem to have it sorted out now. So if the candles are still on sale, you should be able to use my discount code. The discount code is just MELANIEP, the letter P, all capital letters. You should be able to add that in your cart and it should take 10% off. It does have to be a purchase of $60 or more. It will not take it off if you just do like the 2 for $44. You won't be able to use the 10% off on that. You have to spend $60 or more, but it should be usable. I used my discount code. I don't even know if you're supposed to do that, but I do it all the time. I'm like, I'll save myself 10%. So it worked for me, but I definitely had an order of $60 or more. So worth checking out. Is that all that I was burning from Homeworx? Yeah, pretty much. And here's why, you guys. So if you're not aware, I am going to be releasing a collab with Kringle Candle later on this year. And I have like a whole video about this that I'm going to be putting up possibly next week. I received my first 3 samples of the scent, and I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be really surprised that I'm not doing a gourmand, but I wanted this to be a holiday scent. I love the holidays, favorite time of year. And I wanted something that was very meaningful to me. And so I wanted to do an orange pomander scent. The reason behind that is because I used to make orange pomanders with my Oma during the holiday season. And it's a wonderful memory from my childhood. And I miss her terribly. And I love the scent. And it brings back happy memories to me. So, I'm so distracted by the snoring, you guys. When I hear pugs snore, it puts me in a trance. It literally it makes me shut down and it makes me want to go take a nap because they're just so relaxing. It's not like listening to my husband snore at all. It's a completely different kind of snoring. This is just a relaxed white noise snore and I love it. But anyway, I'm going to try and focus, I promise. So my first 3 samples of the scents. So basically what's happening here is I came up with the fragrance. I sent my ideas for fragrance notes or what I want this candle to smell like, and all sorts of other ideas for labels, for the jar, the wax that I want, if I, possibly a color jar, all this stuff. So Kringle Candle, their team over there, is putting together all of my ideas into an actual scent. So I got my first 3 samples this week and I filmed myself unpacking them and sharing my first reactions. So I don't want to say too much about these because you guys will see the video. But suffice it to say is I am just fascinated by the way that the Kringle team has interpreted my ideas and like my fragrance note ideas. They created 3 completely unique, amazing scent options. Now there's still a couple more coming, but it blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought of something and I put it down on paper and I passed it off to someone else and they read through it and they said, okay, we're gonna put these things together and come up with this. And they're so unique. Each three of these are very different from each other. And I already told Mick, I was like, if I don't land on any of these three, if I land maybe on one of like the other ones that they're going to send in a few weeks, you should absolutely do something with the rest of these fragrances because they're so good, you guys. They're really, really wonderful, like holiday scents. So even if I don't land on these, I have a feeling that he'll probably still do something with them. They're just absolutely incredible. So I have been testing my own candles this week. My house has kind of smelt like either a tropical summer vibe or Christmas. So, but it's been really fun going through this process. I'm making notes and, you know, really looking at the wicks and the wax, making sure there's no sooting. All the things that are really important to me is what I'm kind of trying to work the kinks out of with this collab. So, yeah, anyway, more on that to come, but I'm really excited to share this journey with you, and I cannot wait to see how this comes together. It's an incredible opportunity, and I am so thankful. It really came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. I did a live chat with Brett from over at Philly Candleman, and Mick just kind of sprung this on us, and it was like, it blew my mind. Oh my gosh, are you serious? And he was totally serious because they're here. Like he's actually sending me like the samples, and I get to go through and make an amazing candle. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. And now let's get into the wax melts really quickly. So these are all Scentsy. I don't know that I'm going to do any vendor wax this year, you guys. I know that I said I would probably try a few more, but I've heard that the price of And I'm back. Sorry. I know the price of vendor wax has gone up significantly. So, well, not significantly, but it has definitely gone up. So, I don't know. It's not my first love. I have to admit, it's not my first love. And so I'm just going to stick with the Scentsy because I know that that's what works for me. And they have so many great new collections coming out right now. So let's get into what I was melting this week in terms of Scentsy. I did use 1 cube of Squeeze the Day. I really like Squeeze the Day with Happy Birthday, by the way. I didn't do that this week. I just put this in by itself in the kitchen. This is a very sweet, fresh lemon scent. It doesn't smell like lemon cleaner. It's actually really quite nice. And if you mix it with a gourmand like the Happy Birthday or sugar cookie, which is also discontinued, vanilla bean buttercream, you have a really nice creamy lemon scent, and that's delicious. So I love that. I showed you the aloe water and cucumber. This is what it's going in my downstairs powder room right now. Make a Splash. So beautiful. Lots of melon notes in this one. Love it. This was out last year and I fell in love with it. So glad it's back. Black raspberry vanilla. I love the black raspberry vanilla. It's so good. This is really classic, and I usually get it in my brick when I get my club order, but the bricks don't last very long. But when I get it in this regular format, the fragrance lasts for days. So I don't know. I think I just need to let those bricks sit a little longer, because usually when I get them in, I immediately start melting them, but I need to just let them sit maybe. Plumeria Peach. This is a new to me scent this year. I think is it new? I don't have my catalog, sorry. This is so nice. This is a beautiful tropical floral with a like peach nectar. I'll be repurchasing more of this. This is delightful, and it's a great performer. Prickly Pear and Agave. Okay, so I like this one on Cold Sniff. I didn't love it when it was melting. I keep wanting to say burning. Melting. I didn't love this when it was melting. It just didn't smell sweet enough to me. Yeah, it's not sweet enough to me. It's a very fresh, like succulent type scent, if that makes sense. Yeah, just not my thing. Vanilla Blackberry, the scent of the month. Don't love this. Just a little too musky for me. And I do love me some musk, but this was just a little heavy. It's a little heavy. Would not repurchase that. Sugar. Sugar was Bring Back My Bar. Sugar smells like Aqualina pink sugar. So if you like that, you should vote for this to come back and bring back my bar in the future, because you can't get it now. And Clementine Cupcake. Stop it. This is delicious. I think this... Listen, you guys, I think this is another one that's going to have to go in my club at the end of this season. It smells like a citrus cupcake. It is heavenly. Get it. So good. And then there's this new All Is Well wax collection. I got this earlier this week. And this is the Vitamin R. Vitamin Relax. These are nice. If you have this whole collection, let me know your thoughts on it. But I really like the fragrances that came in this. They're all really different. This is like a very soft, powdery... This kind of smells like laundry detergent to me, but not in that like super clean, fresh linen cotton scent, like in a softer, powdery, almost like a baby detergent. It's just really beautiful. There's some floral notes in here, but it's more like powderiness than anything else. Oh, I love it. I love this. This is delicious. I wouldn't say delicious. No, not delicious. Warm and cozy. And a great scent to relax with. It's aptly named for sure. So you guys, that's it. I'm sorry, this video, it turned out way longer than I wanted it to be, but lots to talk about. Let me know what you were burning and melting down below in the comments. Check out that description box. It's gonna be chock full of information. Let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up, all the things, and I will see you guys for the candle reviews tomorrow. Take care. Toodaloo.